If you've ever walked out of an interview thinking, I nailed that, and then never heard back, the tell me about yourself question is probably why. Because most people answer, tell me about yourself like a summary, not a strategy. And that one mistake, it's costing them the offer. Because this isn't a warm-up question, it's your first positioning moment. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact system to build a clear, compelling answer that's helped my clients land offers. So you know exactly what to say and actually stand out. So let's talk about the real problem. And let's be honest, most people do this. They walk through the resume, list roles and responsibilities, try to sound impressive. And the result? You sound like everyone else. No identity, no positioning, no differentiation. Because the real problem isn't experience, it's lack of clarity. Tell me about yourself is not, tell me your background. It's this, help me understand who you are, how you think, and the value you bring quickly. So what we need to do is build that answer intentionally, and here's how. This is the system in 6 clear steps. It's what I call the career narrative method, and I'm going to walk you through this step by step. Step number 1, extract your career data. This is where most people rush. Don't. You don't start with the answer, you start with the raw material. Here's exactly what to do. Pull together your resume, your LinkedIn, performance reviews if you have them, a list of wins and accomplishments, and then sit down and answer the following questions. Where did I thrive? Where did I struggle? What did people consistently rely on me for? What problems did I naturally step into? Block out 30 to 45 minutes. Write your answers out. Don't overthink it. Now, here's the key. You're not creating your story, you're uncovering patterns. So now let's talk about step number 2, which is map your career into phases and extract the exact moments that shaped you. This is critical. Now we organize the data because right now it's just scattered. What we need to do is create structure. First, break your career into 4 phases: early career, growth phase, pivot or transitional point, and current and recent role. Then for each phase, answer these 4 questions. Keep this simple, bullet points are totally fine. Number 1, what was my role and focus during this phase? What were you responsible for? Number 2, what was I known for? What did people rely on you for? Number 3, what value did I create? And what impact did you have? Number 4, what was a defining challenge or struggle? And what did I learn? This is the most important one. Ask yourself, what was the hardest moment in this phase? Where did I struggle, fail, or get pushed? What did that experience teach me? How did it change the way I operate today? This could be a failure, a missed opportunity, a toxic environment, a leadership challenge, a moment where you had to level up. This is where your story comes to life. Because most people only talk about what they did, but what actually makes you stand out is how you think. And your thinking was shaped in these moments: failures, challenges, pressure. That's where your leadership identity was built. Let me give you a quick example. I recently worked with a client who kept getting stuck here. On paper, incredible experience, but no clarity. One of their defining moments? They led a project that completely failed. Missed deadlines, stakeholders frustrated, team burned out. So the old way of thinking would be to hide it, skip it, move on, don't talk about it. The new way, we reframed it. That experience taught them how to communicate earlier, align stakeholders faster, lead under pressure. And now that's one of the strongest parts of their story because it shows how they think. So for each phase, write out 3 to 5 bullet points total, including at least one challenge plus the lesson that you learned. Don't skip this. This is where your differentiation really starts to show up. Now, here's what happens once you do this. You stop seeing your career as a list of jobs and you start seeing it as patterns, which brings us to step number 3. But first, let's pause for a second. If you're doing this right now and thinking, I have no idea how to organize all this, that's exactly why I created the Career Clarity Framework. It gives you a simple worksheet and video that walks you through this process step by step, so you're not trying to pull your story together from memory or guess your way through it. You can just follow the roadmap and it's completely free. So if you want that, just comment yes below and I'll send it right over. So again, just comment yes below and I'll get it right to you. Okay, let's talk about step number 3, which is identify your through line. Your value pattern is what this is. This is one of the most important steps because this is where clarity clicks. Look across everything you wrote and ask, what themes keep showing up? What problems do I solve again and again? What environments bring out my best? This becomes your career operating system, your thing. Here are some examples: bringing structure to chaos, leading teams through change, turning complexity into execution, Write one sentence. Across my career, I consistently fill in the blank, dot, dot, dot. That's your through line. Okay, step number 4, define your differentiation. This is where most people fall short. They explain what they've done, but not what makes them different. So here's what to do. Answer these questions. What do I do differently than others? What do people trust me with? What is my leadership style? What do I care about in my work? Write 3 to 5 statements that describe how you operate, not your job titles, how you think and lead. Now we've done the hard part. Most people never get this far. So congratulations. Now we just need to turn it into something you can actually say, which is step number 5. Build your answer, which is the script you're going to say. Now we structure it. And here's the exact format. Number 1, who you are, and fill in the blanks for these. These are kind of questions. So number 1, who you are. I'm a type of professional, fill that in. Who, dot, 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 fill in the blanks. And then number 2, where you've been. I started in dot, 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 fill in the blank, then moved into dot, 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 fill in the blank. Number 3, your through line. Across my career, the common thread has been X, Y, and Z, whatever that is for you. Number 4, what you do now. More recently, I've been focused on X, Y, and Z. And then number 5, where you're going. That's what led me to this opportunity, dot, 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 fill in the blanks there. And write this out in your own words, but finish those sentences and really expand on them. Don't try to sound impressive. Focus on being clear and on saying it in a relaxed, authentic way. Okay, now let's talk about step number 6, which is the last step. Practice and refine. This is where it becomes real, because clarity without repetition doesn't stick. Here's what to do. Practice this out loud in interviews and networking, and especially by yourself. And refine it until it feels natural, clear, intentional, authentic, and in your voice. So here's an action step to take. Record yourself once, listen back, and you'll immediately hear what needs to improve. Okay, now here's the advanced insight in all this, the part nobody talks about. This isn't just about one interview question. This is how you build a personal brand, show up consistently, create better opportunities. This is the system behind everything. So let's simplify this. You don't need more experience, you need more clarity, because clarity creates positioning. Positioning creates differentiation. Differentiation creates opportunity. And if you're being honest, you probably don't have this fully clear yet. And that's exactly why this question trips people up. Not because they lack experience, but because they're trying to figure out in their head, which is slow, messy, and doesn't translate well in interviews. So instead of guessing, I put together a free career clarity framework with a guided worksheet and video that helps you map this out step by step in a way that's faster, way more structured, and actually leads to a stronger answer. So if you want that, just comment yes below and I'll send it to you. So just comment yes and I'll get it to you right away. And if you want help turning that into a polished story that actually gets you offers, you can book a one-on-one job search strategy and positioning review call with me for free, and we'll build it together. Remember, you don't need to be the loudest person in the room. You need to be the clearest.